finally we can get back to this and get started. Just for everyone's knowledge, everything is all good. My son is better. He was sick for a couple days, so I wanted to try and take some time away in order to try and help take care of him, make sure everything was good with that, blah, blah, blah. Things are fine. He is doing better. Thank you guys for all the good wishes and everything for him. All is good. So, for tonight, what is up, G-Man? Tonight is finally the joke. Um, I wanted to do I wanted to try and I didn't want it to take too long, because I know that some things, I don't know, just sometimes things get too long. I am doing good, G-Man. How are you doing? Because I know it's been a while since I know it's been a couple days since I've been on. And I have seen you guys posting, and I'm going to get to your guys' posts in order uh, to try and get comments and get you guys some likes on there and stuff like that for the stuff you guys are posting. Because for real, I really do enjoy watching you guys post because you guys do post some amazing stuff. But as for tonight, we're going to start with the building, as you see. Um, so first we build a butterfly. A simple, hard to make butterfly because I'm an idiot and don't know how to follow instructions out well and couldn't find the right ones I was looking for. So first we got to start with the body, and I'm going to post the pictures later of how I actually got all of this done. Um, a crazy haul of Legos. What do you mean? Like, I'm honestly curious what you're talking about. Oh, Durburger! There's your brain back. Alright, so first, and I'm not going through the entire build on this because it is a little bit later, so I'm not going to do the entire build. Maybe I'll do it later, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I'll post the pictures like how I actually like made and unmade it. Um, but right here we've actually got the back piece, which I didn't have the right pieces to do this. But it's really simple. It's interesting. It's just these four pieces, just these two lined up side by side, and then I put them on the back side here in order to make the butt for what is going to be our actual like little guy here. Oh my dude, that is insane. That's cool. So I first started off with trying to do a pretty long piece here so that way I could get the feet put on for the butterfly. And then next, it was having me put together the side pieces in order to start making like the rest of the body for this. And I'm hoping I put that piece on right. I think I did. But so for the butt part of it, because this is up just a half, like just, there we go. A third of a Lego. I left this piece down a little bit, so this actually sits on there pretty good. So that's the butt right there for it. $720. Wow. Wow, man. That's amazingly cool. Um, let's see here. Then I had the head right here, which I actually had to use a TNT block from one of the other sets, but because of this being right here, I had to take that and put that there. So that's on there like that. And then this right here, I'm going to try and get a little bit closer. It takes, it's going to be easier to do it this way. It's got the little, it's the really odd shaped, like little longer ones than normal. But then I added this to the back. I did have this backwards. I was right. I screwed up. But that goes on the back like this. That's awesome, man. Oh, I kind of figured it was old Star Wars sets. I mean, like the older ones. That's cool. I can't believe, dude. You got lucky on that. That's awesome. So now that we got the main body built, which, like I said, I wasn't going to take forever on this because it's a little bit later at night for trying to start this. But next, we were going to work on the wings and the antenna. And the antenna, I did really, really simply. After putting little googly eyes on. Wow. 2013 to 2016. Wow, man. That definitely sounds like the better of the sets. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're coming out with really cool ones, but some of the originals they tried so hard on to make them look good. And man, that sounds like you definitely came out on top on that one. That is for sure. But then you just click these into spot, and his little antenna move. I love it. I love it. So now that we've got his antenna on, now we're going to move to, yeah, we'll do his main wings. I put these, I did these on purpose like this because I was trying to, I wanted to show you what these look like ahead of time before we built them, and kind of like the pieces, well, that I used in order to get them. Nah, dude, I definitely do want to see. So if you've got those sets and you've been putting them together or have them together and have them on your site, yes, I definitely want to check them out because I'm serious. This sounds amazingly cool. All right, so we got a little we got a couple of these bricks that we're gonna kind of start with. This is what it ends up looking like when we're all finished. I don't have the Lego thing like some of you go. I downloaded the app so I can start building some of this stuff. Because I want to start using the Lego app in order to start creating stuff. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoops, one forward. All right, so we got that like that, and then we're going to have to take this right here because it's already got the little pink piece on. We're gonna put that facing this way. So that goes on there. And then from here, we're going to put a green one here. And then one of our first wings. Oh man, I'm doing this backwards. Here, and then there. Maybe I should have looked at the instructions first. Yeah, I know. Just got to remember. I'm trying to remember how to do this straight off the top of my head. Yeah, so there's that. And then we got to put green, pink, and green. Because I was trying to make this like at least somewhat colorful because I know between moths and butterflies, they are colorful. So now we got that piece on there. There's that. So we got 1, 2, 3. And then we'll put our purple. Orange. Orange, you glad I'm putting this together? Ha 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 ha. I know, horrible. Alright, so now we have both our wings. Oh, you did post it? Oh, cool. You're almost at 30 subs. Sweet. Wow. Almost 50 sets. That's nuts. That's totally awesome, dude. At 30,000 views, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing, man. I'm very glad to see that. All right, so now we got the main wings, which we're going to put on the front, of course. So we got the wings. It's so cool. And I did most of this like from an original, like someone had posted an MOC, and I kind of looked at it and then saw another one that I found and couldn't find instructions for either of them really good. So I just started building my own. So I was just sitting down like trying to go through Legos and ended up finding actually quite a bit. All right, so now that we've got most of this built, now we got to do the backside. Which the backside is actually no. Man, this is every episode. Maybe that's what I should do, a whole thing on how to chase Legos. All right, so that's going to be one of the backside ones, which this is actually kind of awesome on building this one, because I wasn't expecting this one to turn out as well as it did when I first started building it. All right, so there's that. Then we got. Oh no, I know that's a lie. There we go. So there's that. Ah, no, I got it on the wrong side. MOCKEY, we put it together. So is it just pronounced mock? Hi, Sander. How you doing? Sandra. Okay. Do you know the movie? It just totally escaped my brain. Um. Dude, I cannot believe I can't remember that. Um. Oh, jeez. Um. Sweet. Well, I'm very glad to see you here. I promise. The joke is coming up for all of this. I promise. Right now, I'm just building to build, and no, not Major Pain. It's a movie from back in like the 80s, and I can't think of the name of it. Um, Give me 1 second. I have to look this up now because it's really, really bothering me. Grease. Do you guys know the movie Grease? Especially you, Sandra. Do you know the movie Grease? So we'll start by putting his wings on a little bit here. Don't worry, I'm getting to that part, G-Man. I promise. I'm just waiting for her reply. All right, so now that we got this on here, we're going to put this here. Okay, okay. To answer both of you at the same time, Grease is a movie that was made way back when I was younger, and it's a movie about two high school people. The guy is what's called a greaser, and he heard of it, never saw it. It's okay, G man. Um, so he's a greaser, and she's like a little priss. Well, her name is Sandra. So she's new to that school. She doesn't really fit in. So she ends up getting taken in by the girls of the school, and they are called the Pinks, I think, or something like that. But they all wear like pink jackets and stuff like that. Well, they're because of their style and everything like that, they try to stay away from the greasers, supposedly. And so they all start kind of like hanging up and getting together and stuff like that. And her name is Sandra D, and she has her own song. If you look it up, the song is just called Sandra D, and the whole movie is really really awesome. It's a really great just love story, but it's really really cool. Why am I talking about this? Because of her name. It's just I saw Sandra D, and just that just totally blew my mind. I just thought it was really cool. So now that we got this part, now we got to put on this one. Wait, is that the one that's going down? Yeah, this one has to go on here. Sorry, I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head. And then this piece goes inside here. So we can put that on here. Then we got to put this here, so that way it holds these two wings together. And then we'll put that there. Then we can put on our little decorate. I built it backwards. I cannot believe I did that. I must have missed it, man. I'm sorry. All right. This ain't going to be that hard. I mean, at least, yeah. This is what happens when I screw up. Other than that, how is everyone's night going? Ah, there we go. All right. Now we've got this back together. Ah, cool. I have not seen Rebirth yet. I've not seen Rebirth yet. But I love Jurassic Park. Like, no joke. Okay, so my kids just got out of Bible school tonight because they're like, before everybody goes back to school, they're having like the Bible schools to help, like, I don't know, I guess to help them do stuff like through summer. So this makes the second Bible school they've actually been to. And um, so they when they got out of Bible school, I looked at him. I go, "Come on, Raptors, let's go!" Because as everyone else on the channel knows, Sandra, I've got three kids. I've got a 7-year-old, and then I've got twins that are 4. You saw it the day it came out. Nice, nice. So, do your kids have any of the Jurassic Park Lego sets? I would go into a real world Jurassic Park just for the fun of it. I would be expecting people to be running and screaming within about the first 5 minutes of being there. All right, so now that we've got the other wing finally done correctly, nice. Nice. Now we can add the back wings onto our giant butterfly moth thing. A bunch of them? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I find them to be really expensive, personally. But I think they really are very awesome sets. So now we have our moth. Fully movable. I knew I should have put an extra 4 up here, or at least 3 in order to hold this on better, but it really wasn't meant to move much. But I always thought this was pretty. It's only going to get worse. G-Man. But you're right. On a good side, you're right. Love my Dr. Pepper. Oh, you got the one that got Spinosaurus. Quite apparently, you must be like an astrophysicist in order to pay for the Legos for your kids. This next part, I literally just made this afternoon. So, this next part is the actual base for the joke. And this is just a bunch of. I had taken. I don't want to take everything apart too much. I'd taken a bunch of these little like A pieces right here and just try to make like a little platform. Spoopy? That is a cool name. Police worker, my break's about over. Gotcha. Nice. Nice. You are correct, G-Man. You are correct. $160. Man. Yeah, I don't know if I could. It until I start making some more money on here, there's no way. I gotta keep it on the chill side for now. So I made up this, and then I made up some backdrops for this. So what I did is I took there we go. Is I took a little couple 4 pieces and then took like the horns or whatever it is and added it to them so that I could click these. If I get it on here, just a little bit off to the side here to keep it up in order to try and make this look kind of like Saruman's tower. And then I even gave him the like crystal ball looking thing. So right there is that part. Oh, turbo tank. I forgot about that only being 160. Yeah, Sandra, these sets can start reaching $1,000 a set, minimal, because of either rarity, the number of Legos, or like if it's an extremely special edition type thing. It's all good, Spoopy. Enjoy your night, man. You got it, dude. You got it. I agree with you, G man. I think it is. I think it's overpriced too. I think it's overpriced too. But it still looks amazing. G man, you just said you got like $5,000 worth in like 50 sets. So I'd say you're doing pretty good. Last part of this is this right here. And I made this little guy like I just made him when I was trying to do this. So I gave him little eyes and then gave him his like little eyebrows or whatever. And then I took and gave him little feet like this. I took it off a little bit just to try and help show you guys like how I pieced this together a little bit. Like I said, I wasn't trying to get it too in depth tonight because of how late it is already. But I started that for the base, and if I would have had another one, I was going to use a second 2x4 flat for his back. But then I just simply took a couple little half pieces like that, put them together on one of these pieces, so that way we could give him wings. All right, Sander, you have a good night. We'll see you later. And then took those ones and added them to the back, so that way he could fly around too. Now, G-Man, I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to do this as a stop motion because I think it's going to look better as stop motion. Like, the more I thought about it, it's going to look much better stop motion. But, oh, let's see here. This one. See this one. G-Man, you're probably going to tell me I'm sick and disgusting at this point. But anyways. So just pretend this is Gandalf. Just pretend this is Gandalf. Ah! And our butterfly dies again. Like I said, this is going to look so much better doing it like stop motion. Anyways, pretend it's Gandalf getting his butt kicked by Sodermon and running around. And then he grabs that little butterfly and he like ends up and then makes the butterfly like fly off or whatever. Oh, gotcha. Do you remember in Lord of the Rings when Saruman is up in the tower and he's fighting Gandalf, and Gandalf's sitting there and he's like getting flung around the entire place? Do you remember that part? Did you watch Lord of the Rings, G-Man? Okay. Just double checking. But remember when he grabs that little moth and he starts speaking those words and the moth ends up like flying around and flies off, and then he like walks over to the edge and he like just kind of like jumps off or whatever? Just imagine Palpatine down at the bottom screaming, "I have the power!" Like he's sitting there, lightning flashing from his eyes and everything. And then Gandalf comes flying in on his big giant butterfly all the way down to the ground. And then you got Palpatine standing there, and he's like, and then he just like flutters off after Gandalf gets down off of it, and all there is like blood. Like I said, I'm gonna do this in stop motion, but I just had that thought enter my mind of Gandalf flying in and just like the butterfly just. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. How are you doing tonight? But I think it'll look a lot better as like stop motion. But that was just something that entered my mind, and I was like, I'm doing this. But I like this butterfly. I can't believe how, well, I should say moth is what it's supposed to be, but I totally screwed up because I didn't realize that the moth wings actually go like further out. They're not like big and bulky like butterfly wings are. I wasn't paying that close attention when I did it. Oh, I know it can take months. I would hope it doesn't take very long. But like I said, it was just something that had crossed my mind. And I love this little moth. I love this guy right here. Like, he's just like. We can give him crab legs. I don't have my Legos out, though, for that. So, Super James, have you seen, like I said, every episode, found it. Have you met Sir Dirtburger? He says, "Hello. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by." Oh man, I can't believe how well he turned out. There is no way I'm ever getting rid of Dirtburger. Sir Dirtburger is definitely our guy. He's definitely our guy. Yeah, that's fine, man. I can take a look at what you posted. Ah, it's okay, Dirtburger. You've had a long day. All right, let me see what you got here, because for real, I want to see. I like taking a look at your guys' channels and seeing what you guys post and stuff like that. All right, let's see here. Oh my. They are still in the boxes? Holy crap. Dude. That set right there, 73058. I can tell you right now, that set you would be able to resell for way more than what you just paid for every last one of these sets. That is amazing, man. I cannot believe this. Wow. Wow. That is absolutely impressive. Samantha, how are you doing? Yes, of course I do. Yeah, I saw you cut. I noticed you cut some of the sets off. That is so amazing. You didn't know Dirtburger talked? You haven't paid close enough attention. I cannot believe those sets. That is absolutely awesome. But yeah, I gave Dirtburger teeth too. But yeah, his tongue moves and everything. I really went that day I made this. This went all out. This was 2 hours of rebuilding Dirtburger. We got to give him his brain back though. There you go. It's too bad. I was gonna try and put his head like on a swivel, because I think it would be neat to have it to where he can actually like turn his stuff. Yes, yes, I do play Fortnite. Or G-Man, or I could give you my address because I could use at least a Darth Vader, a Darth Maul. I'm just messing. You could actually make a lot of money off of those sets. I'm very, very impressed that you got that lucky. That is amazingly cool for you. Yes, it does have a bunch of rare figures. Because I know there's some collectors out there that literally will pay hundreds of dollars for just a single figure. Add you? Put your name down. I will add you. Either that or here. Try this one or just my normal name. Or even this. Guaranteed, any of those three will work. I promise you. It just depends on if I'm on my phone or my Switch or what's the other thing? I know I have three separate accounts. That's why I put down all three in my name. Okay, I will get you on there. I will get you on there. One of your figures is worth $200. Dude. See this? I'm getting on there right now to add you. Badass nurse. That's cool. I was halfway joking about that, G-Man. Don't worry about it. The only reason I say that is because like when I was making that joke, I was trying to find like the correct characters, and this right here is what I was using for Palpatine. That doesn't even look anywhere near him, except for the face of this guy. The face of this guy kind of has scars on it, I guess, or something, kind of like Palpatine does. But that is nowhere near Gandalf. Oh, you're all good. Don't worry about it, Samantha. Don't worry about it. I know you would send it. All right, let's see here. Find players. All right, I got to go back up here for a second because I got to go back. Oh, you got a bunch of them? Nice. Let's see. Bad underscore. Underscore. Not dash. AZ underscore. NURS. NURS 3. Done. It's not coming up with anything. Let me try and see if let me try no capitals. That didn't come up with anything either. I don't know why. All right, that sounds good. You have Gandalf too? Nice. How much would I have paid? How much would I have paid for what? Yes, I did look at the second picture too. And honestly, for those sets, because of the oldness of them, if I had the money, honest to godly, I would easily pay $1,000 for those sets. Because those sets I remember seeing those sets on the shelves. Dude, I'm telling you, that would be awesome to have a bunch of those. Definitely. I will be looking to add you back. Or to accept your ad. Yeah, the whole collection. I would easily pay anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 for that collection. Because that would be worth it. That would absolutely be worth it. Especially for the figures. Especially for the figures.
I agree. 100%. Even without a brain. I completely agree.
Yeah, I still can't believe it's worth that much money. That's insane to me. But I'd be willing to bet a lot of it has to do that first picture that you've got. There are 4 or 5 sets that I saw in there that I know are probably well worth at least $300 to $400 per set, at least. Did you get more? I don't think I have that emote. That's funny though. That's funny. That is amazing. I can't believe that. That's cool that they would be willing to give you more. 11, 11, 11. Oh, let's see. If I had to make a wish, which I don't usually wish, but if I had to make a wish, I would definitely wish that everything gets better with this channel and goes a lot happier and more people join in more frequently. Because for real, I enjoy this and I love it. I love seeing you guys like being able to interact and everything. It's just amazingly cool. They couldn't bring them that day. Yeah, because they had their trunk stuffed full. I wonder if we could build a scarab. 31,000. Nice, man. That is really, really cool. Have you tried doing any live streaming, G Man? What about you, Samantha? What would you wish for? Or what is your wish since it's 11/11? Well, it was anyways. They were selling them for college. Oh man. Well, they definitely found someone that at least would. That's understandable. I can understand that, G Man. But I mean, at least they sold them to somebody that's actually going to take care of the sets and won't just like that your family is safe. I completely understand that. I completely understand that. So, what do you do on YouTube, Samantha? I think you'll be able to do some really good long. long extended content, man. I don't think I ever. I tried to do this when I tried to do this as I remember. Oh, you did a Squid Game edit? I was thinking about doing some Squid Game edits. I definitely get that, G Man. It might take you a little bit, but for real, it'll be worth it when it happens. As long as you just don't stop. That was my biggest thing is I got very very frustrated when I first started 10 years ago, and I got so upset about different things that I just stopped, and I wish I Pika! What is up, dude? So just don't stop, G Man. Don't stop. How are you doing tonight, Pika? And just so you know, Pika, my kid's all right. He's doing good. He's better. That's why I'm back on tonight. And I do tonight wasn't going to be a very long stream. I wanted to do the little joke thing or whatever, and I'll redo it and get there. 401. I didn't know I even had 401. Oh, gotcha. Tonight was supposed to be a joke, and it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to. G Man, if there is one thing I have figured out in life, if you don't put the time and effort into whatever it is you want to do, you will never get anywhere with it. You gotta put in the time and effort. And you're gonna have stuff that flops. Just nightly doing this kind of stuff. I mean, for real, this I originally started with doing just random games on my phone, and it really wasn't. I got up to about 300, and then, like I said, I had worked on it for almost 2 years, and only got to about 300. So I finally, he's sitting on it. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I have my brain right here. See? But that's about the time I gave up was when I got it to about 300. And like I said, it just taken me so long and I never had time to do it and everything like that. And then when I got back into it a couple of months ago and really started, you're good, really started getting back into it, and having the time to do it, that's where in the past like couple months I've gained almost 100 subscribers. I totally understand that, G Man. I totally understand that. Well, and one of the things you can do, G Man, is you can do like sections of a video and then you can post those videos together. It can get very difficult doing that sometimes, but I think YouTube is pretty good about being able to do that kind of stuff. But what I use in order to do that, and it about kills me doing this, but I use Power Director. Between Power Director and CapCut, those two are really, really good about video editing, and those two are really good rivals. So if one does something, the other one. Thank you, Pikazilla. Oh, got you. Either that or G-Man just plan it out a little bit more up in your head. I know that sounds really like off, but like this joke right here, I don't know. It came to me the one day, and I was just like, "There's no way I can pass this up." Good to have you back. But like I said, I'm gonna do that as stop. I'm gonna do that joke as stop motion because I think it's gonna work out a lot better doing it that way. I appreciate it, Samantha. Yes, it absolutely would, G-Man. It absolutely would. All right, Peakzilla, let's do this. Out of the way, Derber. Oh man, you'll be all right. You're not leaving me alone forever, are you? No, no, I'm not leaving you alone forever. You better not. Or what? You'll find out. Dude, you're an inanimate object. Not for long. All right, Samantha, you have a good night. It's all good, Peakzilla. Give me a second. I'm working on it. It's kind of stupid, like at first, but in my head, it was hilarious, and it still is. Have a good night, Samantha. We'll see you longer. Or see you later. I was trying to read G Man's thing. Oh, man. Yeah, honestly, G Man, probably not too much. Not too much longer, I don't think, man. I'm just gonna do this real quick for Peakzilla. Okay, so you remember? Okay, first off, Peakzilla, did you see the part in? Did you watch Lord of the Rings? The two towers when Saruman and Gandalf are fighting up in the tower, and Gandalf gets like thrown all around the tower, and then like grabs a moth or whatever, and he's like, and then the moth goes really big. Did you ever see that part? I'll wait for your answer. Oh, you're gonna be up until one, G man. Gotcha. Okay, good. So then you'll at least understand the like what was going through my head when I go to do this. So when he was up in the tower, he was getting all thrown around and everything, and then he like grabs down and he like grabs the moth and he's like, so he lets the moth go and like flies around, and then he just like jumps off the tower onto the moth's back. And then of course we got to have Star Wars. So then you got old boy sitting here on the ground. You got Palpatine sitting on the ground with flame and fire coming out of his hands. I have the power. And then, of course, you got Gandalf riding down on his giant moth, and it's just like, and then of course there's just like blood everywhere all over the spot after he like lands on him on this giant moth. It's like, you don't have the power now. But that was the joke that ran through my head. So that was tonight's build, was building our moth and kind of showing you guys how I built the tower and stuff like that. Because to me, I thought this actually looked pretty good for his tower. For trying to hurry build this tonight before I started, I don't think this turned out too bad. But then the baby moth always gets me the worst because it almost looks like a baby crab. If I took off the, you know what? That's horrible. It actually does kind of look like a crab or a lobster or something. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was an eagle. Oh, got you. I always thought it was a moth. I love the shows, but I am so dumb at them sometimes. A polybag set? We'll put Durburger back up. Durburger, you're cool, man. Like, no joke, you are cool. You will never go anywhere. You are the official mascot. That is all there is to it. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Polybag set. What's a polybag set? Oh my god. I can't believe I'm thinking of doing this now. Dur, you're gonna have to go to the side for a minute. Okay. Flip over our table. Table of destruction. Oh, okay. I didn't realize those were called polybags. Okay, so that's what the mixels would be classified under, right? Wow, G-Man, that is impressive. That is absolutely impressive, dude. You collect Lego figurines like most people would collect pennies and nickels and dimes. So you say we need a hat? I am the Hatter. Not the Mad Hatter, but I'm still a Hatter. Nonetheless. My ear. We're going to do this. We're going to do this right. And I can tell you, the Mad Hatter, he'll be impressed. I don't know why he sounded Australian for a moment. What do we have? What do we have? Okay, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. Then we had, if I can find them, we had this, and we had this. So actually, if I took that and I put this on there, actually I can take this from here. So where's your other wing at? Did I break apart his wings? Did I really just break apart his wings? I didn't break apart his wings. Where'd his wings go? No, for real, where'd his wings go? There they are. Give your wings back. Fly away before you can't. Alright, we need to take this off, this off, this off, this off, and this off. Let's take this, these. This. So we've got one. I mean, the second one. Where is the second one? I know we've got a second one. Okay, so we'll put this right here, this right here. We're going to turn this around. Because we're going to take this and put it on the outside. Put this on the outside. Alright, now what should be able to happen is we should be able to take a 6 and put it across. Now if I'm correct, no! We just lost another. Oh, oh, use the moth to deliver a message to someone. Oh. The Razor Crest. I don't think I've heard of that. An Apple Phoenix. What is that? Honestly, man, I really like those assets. Those just look so neat. I was right. This is gonna work. Wait, what? Wait, what? Darn it. Put this on in the wrong direction. Still gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. No. No. We can still make it work though. Why? Because we are Legos. We are Legos. And you know what? It would not be a Hatter hat without a little color Because what is a hatter who can't make hats? Did you guys ever watch Alice in Wonderland? And of course, because it's me, got to add purple. Now that we've got some of that started, no! Come on. Where did it go? I know, I'm probably making you guys motion sick. I'm sorry. There we go. I found it. Oh, phone to Phoenix. Oh, I didn't even see Coolsy pop on. Coolsy, where are you? Aw. Honestly, G-Man, it's got to be that one set that on that first picture at the very bottom on the right side, it Punisher, dude. Oh, that he hasn't been around in a while. I haven't seen him around in a while. It should be all right though. I think he seems to be more interested in Minecraft, which is totally cool. Oh, you and G Man? Oh, come on. Why is this not? There we go. All right, now that I got that back on, put this on. We gotta have this, and then I'm only looking for like a couple more things, and then I'll have his hat. Oh, sorry. The one down at the bottom on the right hand side, it's the long brown one with all the little robots along it. That's my favorite one out of all the ones that I saw from you. Jabba sail barge? Nice. Dude, that's cool. Isn't that one like a $400 set, I thought? I thought I just saw that on like Walmart.com. It's like a $400 set. Okay. MTT, okay. That's. I wish I had that kind of money. That'd be awesome to build. Take one of these, take one of these. Yes! I think this is going to work the way I want it to work. I think this is going to work that way. I did not try that. 500. Oh wow, dude, that's insane. That would still be so fun. All right, give me a second, G man. Let me check it out because I didn't try. I didn't try actually clicking on the picture. Nah, G man, it's not letting me click on the picture. I mean, I could click on it, but it wouldn't. It wouldn't let me do that. Anyways, it's set 73068, I think is what it says. But it's how it like brings the like middle of the ship out. I just think that is so awesome. But that's the set I like. I think that one's the neatest. Ah, my nose itches. I hate that. If this works right, then I will have his hat made. With the axle on the end, are you talking about? It's not this one that you're talking about. I don't think, anyways. Are you talking about? Yeah, it's the one that I have for these guys. This one? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, is the moth's eyes. You mean like doing it that way? Because honestly, I kind of like that idea. Oh, I didn't see the Star Destroyer. Darn it. No, 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 no. Go back together. No, that's. I tried to click on it. It won't. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't show me like the rest of the picture or anything. Oh, it only lets it go up so far. Darn it. But that's okay because for real. Oh, let me find it. Come on. This is gonna work. This is great. This is great. I am Mothman. I can fly. I can fly. Power down. I have powered down. Good night. I'm sad. I like that little mod. That's cool. But now that I did what I did, I can actually take these pieces and we can move his wings back and forth. Oh man. I can't believe it. That we gave him a hat. Diabolical. I'm gonna double check again because for real, you've got me really confused on that. Back to your posts. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of these are really cool, and but the one I remember seeing that on the shelf, and I think that's why that's probably my favorite out of all of them. I wish it would let me zoom in or I could see more of the stuff. But dude, I'm telling you, what you just got is beyond amazing. Absolutely beyond amazing. And the fact that you've got multiples on a few of these, I still can't believe you absolutely that's bank. I did click on the picture. And when I click on the picture, it like brings it up, but it won't like let me see any of the other stuff other than what the picture itself shows. So I don't know why it won't let me see like any of the above or any of the below. But I've only got that it's only letting me see the couple pictures. Lizard guy, how you doing? Your birthday's tomorrow? Cool. Happy birthday. Well, actually technically your birthday is in about 10 minutes. You got about 13 minutes. Let me see. What time is it exactly? You have got You got 12 minutes and 40 seconds. 38. I don't know why either, G man. So how are you doing tonight, lizard guy? I still can't believe this hat turned out this well for this guy. Ah, good to hear. Good to hear. I clicked on the first one, the one that has because it shows like the main picture, and then down at the bottom there's a couple of sets that it doesn't show, and then it looks like 3 or 4 at the top. I think if you redid it or like added another picture or something like that. How you feel? How you doing? Oh, let me see. Let me try and remember this. Give me a minute. Um, I don't want to botch this as I start this. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. Give me a second. I'm working on it. I promise. Kermit D. Moth here to start singing to you from the Bayou. Hi, Miss Piggy. I am all ears, G Man. Because I know a lot of good humorous songs. Good. I'm glad you laughed. See, I used to love doing voices when I was a kid. I always wanted to do like cartoon voices and stuff like that. So that's why like one of my first shorts that I did, it it had Marvin the Martian because he was like one of my favorite 5 pounds of possum. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I will. I promise, G Man. I will look it up. You see me breaking out my camera. 5 pounds of possum. I think I've heard that before, but it's been a while. Someone showed you that? Oh no. So, like, one of the first ones was Marvin the Martian because I always loved Marvin the Martian because of his one line, which was, "There was supposed to be a boom. There's supposed to be an earth shattering kaboom." And ever since then, I have absolutely loved, like, I don't know, I just love doing the different voices for stuff. How does it go? I honestly don't remember, but I swear I remember the title, but I just don't remember. It's been a while. Oh, lizard. I really have never watched that cartoon. A short to show. Okay, let me check peek. Give me a second. Oh, I see what you're talking about now. I don't have any of those eyes actually. I actually do not have any of those eyes. That's why that's why I had went for that's why I went for that piece right there because it was the closest thing I could think of that you were talking about. A cat person or a dog person? I am every animal. I it doesn't matter um like what gets me about animals is when people don't take care of them or train them properly. That's what gets me about animals. But I love all animals, honestly. I never thought about that. I could use like little like dots and stuff like that. That's an amazing idea. See, I like birds too because I used to have. What? That is cool, dude. All right, lizard. Have a good night, man. Punisher, that is awesome. I can't believe you found Nerf guns like that. Count Mothman the second. Oh no. Are we really gonna make Mothman 2? That's possible. That is completely possible. Because we could make him almost like Dirt Burger. Except for instead of arms, he'd just have wings. Well, maybe we could give him both. We're gonna have to check that out. Going in his shack, nice. Cool. That is totally awesome, Punisher. That's neat. My favorite Lego color. Uh, I don't know. I like the clear ones. Like the ones that you can actually like shine the lights through and stuff like that. Those always amaze me. Like I always like playing I always like using those types of Legos. But I don't have a whole lot of them. What about you guys? What's your favorite Lego color? Like that's honestly an interesting question. Wow. Wow. That's sand green. Sand green Lego color. That is actually a really neat color. That almost reminds me of like the old army figures, like the little plastic army figures. Is the color that from Gen 2. Ah, Punisher. I get you though. Man, I think that is. I mean, I guess I get it, but some of those blocks that they have on YouTube and all that stuff is so dumb. Sand blue, sand red, and sand purple. What? What? Let's see. Sand blue. Oh, dude, that's crazy. That is such an off color. It almost looks grayish. But that is neat. That is so cool. You said red and purple, right? And purple. Oh, that's neat. That almost looks like a pinkish. That is really neat. Oh, I like that. Somehow somebody, I don't know how, you guys can't see it because my screen brightness messes it all up. Check that out. That actually looks really, really awesome. Oh, it discontinued back in 2010. See, I hate how they do that kind of stuff. Oh, now that is a really pretty purple. That is really pretty. Oh, it actually even tells you like how to get it, like what color. Wow, that's nuts. That is so cool. Punisher. That is. Oh, yoy. Children, do we need to go back to church to learn stealing is not good? Star Wars film or show? Okay, so I absolutely love the oh, come on, what is his name? Because I know he's got a special name. Everyone calls him Baby Yoda. It's Grogu. Grogu is my favorite character. As far as show, I have to say, and I really think it was the very first one. It would be Star Wars Episode 4 when they first brought it out. Brought out Star Wars. Punisher is all good, man. um, the main reason that I like that is because when that show aired, it was it's because he ends up cutting the tauntaun open and like having to crawl inside of him to stay warm or whatever. But then the whole fact about how Luke Skywalker and Layla apparently or Leia didn't realize they were like brother and sister at that point, and he's just like all trying to act bad while he's getting smooched on by his sister or whatever. It's great, hilarious. Cool. Oh, that is too funny, Punisher. That is too funny. So who else is on tonight? I see we've got 4 people watching. Inquisitor from Rebels is the best villain. Hmm. I honestly haven't watched Rebels. I honestly don't know. Is it a show or is it a book? I'm assuming it's probably both. Do, 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 do. Hey, people! Grand Inquisitor. Okay. TV show? Alright. See, I don't do like Netflix and stuff like that. So it for me to watch like the stream shows like that is really bad for me because I don't see it. The Mandalorian is a good book. Boba Fett did Boba Fett horrible. Aw, that's not gonna work. There we go. The Grand Emperor, Flower Teen. Flower on his head. No. The books of Boba Fett is decent, 9 out of 10. Interesting. I may end up having to check that out. That actually does sound like it would be an interesting. Come on, where is. There we go. I'm gonna have to try and check that out for them books. Made him look horrible as a bounty hunter. Interesting. Interesting. All right, you guys. With it being past midnight, I'm gonna have to get going because I've got work tomorrow, and didn't give him justice. I thought the movies they actually turned him out to be a pretty bad dude, like made him really rough and tough. Don't worry, I have not forgotten. I will not forget about Mothman, Sir Mothman, the second. But then we're gonna have to do something really bad ass to try to make a number one because if we've got Durburger as the third, we've got Mothman as the second. That's gonna take some time for. I didn't even know there was a Boba Fett TV show. See, they're trying to do too many spin-offs instead of trying to like concentrate on any one particular. I don't know, they just try and like jumble around everything as much as they can. That's the worst part about Disney. They just try and grab for like whatever they can get a hold of. Yes, yes, Picazillo, we shall see. All right, you guys. Peace out. I will see you guys later. Hopefully, you guys all have a good night. And thank you guys. MCU needs a reboot. Yeah, I understand that, G Man. I definitely get that. All right, you guys. Good night. Peace out. And I will see you guys in the next video.